back to another edition of Cannabis Canada with Jason Wilcox, coming to you from British Columbia, Canada. Kicking it on the set with Weeds, one of the Cannabis Connection, or one of the coalition's Cannabis Connections. And sitting here with Don, owner, founder of Weeds. Don, you have many locations around the city. This is your newest one, downtown Vancouver. Why don't you tell me a bit about what you're doing and what Weeds is doing at present?
Okay, well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get it mainstream. We're trying to make it like it's a normal thing. We know that alcohol is more dangerous, tobacco is more dangerous than cannabis. And in 1972, when the Ladain Commission came out, they studied all these questions and found that it was safer and it should be taxed, regulated, and legalized. And so that's what we're doing here. We're fighting the battle with everybody else. We're trying to get this normalized. I would rather see Canadians be able to smoke cannabis than drink alcohol any day of the week because, again, the problems that we have with alcohol. So we're supporting everybody who works towards getting the cannabis legalized. We have the coalition we're working with together. We have Sensible BC that we're working with. We have the city of Vancouver we're working with. We have all the police that are on our team.
On that, the city of Vancouver.
The city
big
of Vancouver.
news.
Yeah, big news.
What's the big news? Now, they handed down a decision recently, and now I know a lot of my friends, and including myself as a patient, is jumping for joy. What is the new decision?
Well, they're not going to close down any of the compassion clubs after April the 1st, and we're going to continue operating. So the police are supporting us, and they know the difference between the Stanley Cup Ride, which is alcohol fueled, and the 420 events that we have here. No problems, everything's good, and everybody's peaceful and cooperating.
Absolutely, and I like how you brought up Sensible BC. Sensible BC and the coalition, we have actually, that's what's helped unite BC,
yes.
Do some of our fundraising, and the collective nature of what we're doing. And for 420 just coming up, we will be there, you'll be there.
Oh yeah, everybody's going to be there for 420. It's going to be a major event.
Huge,
We expect it to be the biggest one ever.
Yes, this year, I mean, we have believed that we're on the heels of legalization.
Yeah, we're on the cusp for sure.
Yes, the MMPR that they're proposing for medical patients is really the narcotics control regulations doctored up. But what I see is the government posturing, it seems, to want to control markets like this, where the people already have it in place and are peaceful. And as you said, there's never been violence.
Oh, no. The only time there's any violence is if people who are not of the cannabis community and they're trying to rob somebody. You know, and that's it. Other than that, it's been just a wonderful experience with cannabis.
And that's like anything, though. I mean, any store gets robbed.
Oh yeah, of course, banks get everything gets robbed, but you know, there's those kind of people out there. So just other than that, it's a really, really good thing to be.
Okay, let's take a look at some of what you're doing. So I noticed you got like a California model. I noticed this is coming to BC a lot.
Yeah.
I like it because it gives patients an array
Sure,
of
it's open,
understand.
it makes it look normal, everything that we have here, that people can come in and see what we have, the sativas, the images. We have chocolates, we have honey, we have hashes and butter, we even have popcorn. So, the work's in a drawer. Is that the police chief that just went by?
It could be. Let's invite him in.
Yeah.
See if he wants to be on the video.
Yeah, sure. So everything that we have here is all been tested. It's all good quality. We also have a very large selection of baked goods that are sativa indica specific, and they're really healthy for you. And we also have cannabis and grinders and vaporizers, and we also have cannabis drinks. And so you can choose these different flavors: cherry, natural, grape, and peach. And everything that we have here is safe and clean. So yeah.
That is amazing. I mean, what I love about this is that the MMPR, now as you know, the medical patients in this country, myself being one of them that are federally licensed, are being forced to accept a policy or program that looks at THC and CBD only.
Yeah.
And here we've got an array. And extractions.
And extractions, yes.
Something the MMPR has left out. What's your take on that?
Well, the thing is, I mean, if you have to ingest something by smoking it, if you have to smoke the paper and the whole joint at low THC content, what happens is you got to smoke more and more joints to get the same benefits. So if you use a concentrate, you can have one puff, no paper, no plant material, no chlorophyll, and no glue on the paper. So concentrates are a good form and way of ingesting cannabis.
Absolutely, and that's part of the coalition's fight, of course, is to get extractions. In R versus Smith, that's under appeals with the provincial Supreme Court, and clearly the people know. And by our own studies, it's funny because in the government, in our studies that we got from the federal government for our injunction, they actually show that cannabis works in all these different applications.
Absolutely.
They talk about extractions working, but they say if we make them ourselves, we're a threat to ourselves. Now I know that I've never gotten sick in my 20 years of making my own extractions of cannabis, or even attending clubs. At any dispensary I went to, I've never gotten sick from any product I've bought. So I'm interested in your take on that silliness too.
Well, that's what it is. It's just basically silliness. I mean, you know, what's the difference between smoking it in one concentrated shot as opposed to having it, you know, in a joint, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people enjoy smoking it that way. But people who have lung problems, people who have small capacity, they need to have access to a one-toke smoke, so to speak. And if you can do that through extracts, then that's the perfect way of doing it.
Absolutely. And there it is, my friends. That's what it's about. The battle lines in this country are drawn. Our frontline warriors, like Don, are out here. And I say to the people, don't worry about taking down your gardens, because it's the government's policy that needs to be taken down,
That's
not
right.
our gardens.
I agree.
Okay. Thank you very much, Don, for coming on the show. We'll do a follow-up. We'll do a follow-up with you in the future. And thanks for having me, Don. Thanks for supporting the coalition. Okay.
Take a shot of the fun.
You betcha we will. Thank you. Okay, we'll see you in the next part.
Okay.
All right.